YouTube. Do I say that? I don't even remember what I say. I have not done this in so long. I have no clue what I'm doing, honestly. I am going to be doing a pregnancy update. I've never done a pregnancy video, so this is kind of late because I'm already 23 weeks and 3 days. So I'm in my second trimester, so it's like a second trimester pregnancy update kind of thing. I can't breathe. That's the pregnancy thing. I just cannot breathe, like, ever. It's so hard to breathe. First things first, if you're wondering why there's a lot of baby stuff just piled on an ironing board, it's because our changing table isn't here yet. And we've already received a lot of clothes and gotten a lot of things. And we have nowhere to store them, so they're kind of just chilling there. But, you know, it's like a gender reveal now. Now you kind of know. I wasn't even trying. Now you know. I don't even have to tell you. So I'm gonna start at the beginning of the pregnancy. This actually goes way back. I know in one of my videos I mentioned that I had been sick for a while. I don't remember how much I shared with you, but I do know that I mentioned it. Turns out I had a thing with my liver, which I'm not gonna go into. Because of the liver thing, I had to stop taking the pill because the pill kind of caused the liver thing. So I stopped taking the pill. Everything was great. Everything was wonderful. We were being safe. I was taking the pill for 5 or 6 years. Once you stop taking the pill after you take it for that long, usually your cycle is whack for a while. I was told by a lot of people that sometimes it takes weeks or even months to get back to a normal cycle. Sometimes people don't have their period again for like 6 months. I had my period in April. That was the last time. That was my last period, still on the pill. There we go, because my body didn't know it wasn't coming back. And then, yeah. How did I know I was pregnant? It sounds weird, I just kind of knew. Even though at first I was trying to tell myself, like, no, this is just your cycle. It's because you stopped the pill after so long, like, it's normal. For about 5 or 6 days, I had period-like cramps. I was like, okay, well, this has got to start. Like, you know the cramps you get before your period? Where you're like, yeah, it's coming like tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, I had that for 5 or 6 days. The period never came, but I didn't really, like, want to make a big deal about it, you know? So I was like, it's probably because of the pill. But then the cramps kind of continued for longer. Like, okay, this is weird. And they kept getting, like, worse. Like, more painful. It was the worst thing ever, okay? These cramps were so annoying. So they just kept getting worse. And I was like, this can't be normal. But before I go to the doctor, I'm gonna, like, take some tests. It's so hard to breathe when you're pregnant. I had a test in the bathroom, so I took it while Joey was gone. And I waited and picked it up. And you could see, like, a positive. Like, it wasn't even faint. It was like, whoa. On camera, it still looked faint, so when I was texting my best friend and my mom, it kind of didn't look like much. I was home alone that day. I was home alone until like 3 or 4. I got dressed. I was like freaking out, you know, like I was shocked. I was not expecting it. It's just a weird point in life. I'm 20. I didn't think I would have kids this early, but you know, things happen. It's meant to be, so I guess you can't change it. I was so excited. And I couldn't eat, I couldn't like think clearly. And I went to the store, I picked up a few more tests. I just stood there for a while. The lady at the store was looking at me funny. She was just like, I know you're supposed to use morning urine, but I took one more that day just to confirm, just to check and see, like, you know, because if you're pregnant, it doesn't really matter. It'll be positive no matter what time you take it at. So I took one of them. The line was like immediately there, like it was bright. While I was in the city getting the test, I also got like a little baby toy. This is how I'm gonna tell Joey, because I didn't want to like text him while he was at school. And I sat and I was freaking out all day. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, how are we gonna tell people? What's gonna happen? Like, just everything was going, like, I was thinking about so many things. I just had so much time to think about so many things. But we're all happy. We're both happy. We have everything figured out. Everything's good. We have people that'll help us. We have family. So my symptoms in the first trimester after the weird cramps I thought like my period's probably coming. Those continued for a while. I don't remember how long they continued on for, but I remember I was really, really happy that I wasn't nauseous. It happened. I got morning sickness. I looked for a doctor because I didn't have one here yet. I didn't want to go back to the one that switched my pills, you know? Made an appointment and she's like, yeah, but we can't schedule an appointment for a month and a half. I called a different doctor and she said, come in right now. We got dressed and we went, and then she was like, well, congrats. Like the nurse, not the doctor, she was like, congrats, is this your first child? I'm like, yeah, like, do I not look terrified right now? So the doctor did an ultrasound. I don't know if every doctor does it like this, but I believe at the beginning of the pregnancy, like when you can't really see much, they use a the little dildo looking ultrasound thing. The first few appointments, I was so uncomfortable. I was like, please just stop this. Like, I want to see my baby, but just... Basically, I thought I was at around 6 weeks, I think. The doctor checked and I was at about 5, so I was 2 weeks behind, and I was like kind of upset because, you know, you think you're already at this point of pregnancy, plus the nurse even said so, and then the doctor's like, nope, you're only 5 weeks. So I was sad for a little bit, but you know, it's okay. I didn't ovulate until a little later, so that's why. So I was at 5 weeks, and at that point I was like, wow, I'm like really glad I'm not nauseous, because I remember my mom was throwing up the whole pregnancy through. And I hate being nauseous. I was just nauseous for 2 months for no reason. So I remember I was like, thank goodness I'm not nauseous. But the second I hit the 8-week mark, I was constantly nauseous. All the time. It got even worse at night. It was kind of the worst. We had like 37 degrees Celsius kind of weather. And we have no air conditioning here, so it was bad. I was nauseous, I was sucking on a lot of lemons, and I was constantly taking cold showers and cold baths because it was hot. I was overheating, I was burning. Multiple times at night, Joey woke me up because I was like super, super hot. Like I almost couldn't breathe. And he made me take cold showers. So those first few weeks were not fun. I continued being nauseous until like 15 or 16 weeks. You know, and the heartburn started and the acid reflux. No matter what you do, it doesn't go away. Like, even if you avoid certain foods, it still comes because all your organs are pushing up. I got stuff prescribed. That just gave me a stomach ache. Not even lying down helps at this point. At night, it just burns through my chest. I chug a lot of milk. I chug cartons. I swear, we buy 3 cartons, like German cartons, not the big American kind. I wish we had the big American kind. That would be awesome. Then maybe we just have to buy 2. We have to buy 3 every like 2 or so days because I chug that shit. I have to. I have these little tablets that are supposed to help and make it go away. Like you kind of chew them. But once they're gone and you're not chewing on them anymore, the heartburn is back. So that's not fun. So while you're sucking on them, sure, great. Wonderful, I feel great, but you can't really do that all night. And if it's really, really bad, I drink apple cider vinegar mixed in water and some lemon before I eat lunch or dinner. Constant heartburn and reflux. It sucks. It's so annoying. Like I can't even go to the city because I will feel crappy and I have to lie down or else everything will come up and out. Other things. I don't have stretch marks yet. I have had like a little red dry spots of skin under my boobs since basically the beginning. I'm assuming it started because of the heat. You know, it's not as bad as it was at the beginning. I like lotion it up when I moisturize my stomach. I use Nivea lotion with argan oil or something. It smells like roses. It's awesome. It's better than the oil actually. I feel like we wasted a lot of money on the like anti-stretch mark oil. And it works awesome. It like made the little patches go away and it's not really itchy anymore. It is so hard to shave at this point. It's just uncomfortable. Everything is uncomfortable. Sleeping is uncomfortable. Walking is uncomfortable. When I walk, I have really bad round ligament pain. I was out in the city on Saturday, and for the first time in this pregnancy, my feet and hands were swollen. Like, I put on comfortable shoes, and hours later, they were hurting me. Like, my feet were all red and puffy, and I couldn't take my ring off. 2 weeks ago, I passed out at the grocery store. It wasn't fun. but it's a normal thing also. I went to my doctor. I told my doctor, obviously, I had an appointment like 2 days after. Baby cakes are the cutest, most adorable thing. I know sometimes they hurt, but I love when she kicks. I can't wait till she's here and I can cuddle her. But yes, I've been doing this for half an hour, so I should probably stop. Yesterday, I almost passed out again, but I booked it out of the store. I was like, nope, give me some juice. That's all my symptoms right now. My next appointment is in 3 weeks, and I hate... it's such a long time. It's always a month apart, and I just wish I could go to the doctor more often. I've been talking for a while, and I'm gonna cut this short, but I will do another pregnancy video. I can do a Q&A if anyone has questions, or if I forgot anything. All right. Well, do people do bump updates? I just feel like it's so small. Maternity clothes are so comfortable. Thank you for watching.